A Charlie Brown Christmas is a 1965 animated Christmas TV special that is based around the characters of the famous Peanuts comic strip. In this special, Charlie Brown's depressed despite the onset of this cheerful holiday season. He doesn't understand what Christmas is, really. And his friend Lucy suggests that he direct a neighborhood Christmas play or pageant, whatever it was. But his best efforts to actually direct it are ignored and mocked by his peers. But after his friend Linus tells Charlie Brown the true meaning of Christmas, Charlie Brown cheers up and the Peanuts gang unites to celebrate the Christmas season. As the premise is pretty simple, since I just basically gave the entire thing away, this review will contain spoilers, or slight spoilers. It depends on how far I actually delve into it. But if you haven't actually seen the TV special, I do suggest you go ahead and watch it before I give anything away that maybe you're interested in knowing. I don't know. With that out of the way, I am going to be pretty honest. I never saw the special growing up. I really didn't have much to do with Peanuts. I don't know why I never did. I just never watched any of them. And so my fiance wanted me to watch it, so we actually bought the DVD of the movie. We watched it, and I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was anything too amazing. And actually, I didn't understand why it was considered like one of the greatest Christmas specials ever. So after Mallory left for Vegas for her 21st birthday, which she left yesterday, and I'm already feeling like a sopping mess. This place doesn't feel like it has any life in it without her. I realized I couldn't stop thinking about A Charlie Brown Christmas. I didn't know why. And so far, I've rewatched it 3 times since she left, and I'm actually glad that I did, and I'll tell you why. Originally, I had thought that it was just a very simple story with a very obvious message, and honestly, it was. I mean, the TV special doesn't, like, hold anything back from me, not really. It was obviously made to be simplistic. The special, other than the overarching narrative, feels mostly like it's just a bunch of moments of everyday life during the holidays captured in just a couple of minutes each. And a lot of the moments do actually do nothing to further the plot at all. But the way that I see it now, after watching it a couple of times, is that those moments are there to help set up the overall atmosphere of the season, because many of the moments that would be considered pointless to the plot are actually things that you would see people doing during the holidays because it's just something that occurs during that time. For the characters themselves, I originally thought that it was odd that they were all so very mean to Charlie Brown. I even looked at it as bullying, but then I looked at it again and the kids don't seem like bullies. They seem like regular, upbeat kids who are all relatable in some form or fashion, and Charlie Brown is different from the rest of the kids. And most kids tease others who are different, and he's not happy-go-lucky as everybody else, so of course he's going to be teased. That's just normal. And for Charlie Brown and his depression, for myself, I don't remember my childhood vividly, but I'm actually pretty sure that I've gone through something similar, where I was just overwhelmed with all the emotion that I'm supposed to feel during the holidays, and I just felt empty because I really didn't understand what either the overall meaning of Christmas was or what my meaning of Christmas was, because it's really different for everyone depending on who you are, what your background is, and you know, how close you are with your family and all that stuff. And actually, I don't think I've ever seen a Christmas movie tackle that kind of thing, where it's focusing on the confusion and uncertainty of childhood, during the holidays at least. Also, this is probably stupid, and I'm not sure if anybody else has thought of this, but they do have the pageant, which is the main focus of the plot for a little bit, and we never see the pageant. The special just ends before they even start it. But I did notice something on my second rewatch, because remember, I rewatched it 3 times, a total of 4 watches. When Linus begins telling the kids the true meaning of Christmas by quoting the Bible, he asks somebody to turn down the lights, and I thought that was odd. I was just like, who is in there doing the lights? And then when it focuses on him, when it kind of pans towards him, I noticed something. Something dawned on me. He was speaking towards the auditorium, but there was nobody in a seat. I actually could have sworn, just by looking at him, that he was talking straight to me, like he was looking right at me and talking directly to me. And then I had a thought, what if the reason why we never see a pageant is because the special in itself is set up like an elementary school play or pageant, where things occur, some of the things don't fit in with the narrative, but when it all comes together, they give off like a message. They got that one kid who just stands in the middle and talks to the audience, and they're like, hey, this is the true meaning of Christmas. I thought of that, and I was like, oh my god, this is actually very special. I can actually see why, if I'm right, I can actually see why this means a lot to a lot of people, because realizing that it was set up like a pageant in a way, or at least as I said, the way that I'm seeing it, it's set up like a pageant, it actually gave a bit more of an adorable factor to it, and it actually gave it more meaning for me. And I love that Charlie Brown actually takes what Linus quoted from the Bible and actually applied it to his situation, inspired by the idea that beauty can come from something as simple as a baby in a manger. He takes that tree, which all the kids shunned because, you know, it's not a good-looking tree, I mean, let's admit it. But he tries to turn it into something beautiful because he saw the potential originally that it could be beautiful. And just the fact that he was trying to inspires the rest of the kids to actually make the tree beautiful. This shows that it's important that you do as you preach, actually follow through with things, and then just talking about something, but actually doing it afterwards. Now, I could be far off on everything that I've said. Again, I could be, because I wasn't really ever part of the following. I haven't had years and years to really appreciate it. But I love what connections I've made, and I know that I make great connections just on my own. I make my own interpretations when I really, really enjoy something, especially with film. And the fact that I came to these conclusions myself really excites me and made me love a Charlie Brown Christmas. And there's no way I can really give this a rating because it's way too difficult to critique, especially because of how short it is. It's not like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, where it's a little bit longer and there is some stuff that I can actually, you know, critique and bash on just a little bit, but still love it. But I will say that I love the simple animation, the jazzy score and music, and I love the simple story and the powerful message. And thanks to my beautiful fiancée, I actually have another reason to love the holiday season. And I just wanted to say that because today is actually her birthday, and you know I don't get to spend her birthday with her, but this is just another way of saying happy birthday and I miss you. As for the rest of you guys, thank you so much for watching. Farewell until the next video, and Merry Christmas.